Welcome to Thai Talk. Today we are joined by...
I don't know.
It appears we don't have a guest.
1, 2.
Well, something's not right. Go
That's
for
better.
it.
Makes sense.
Spiffy.
Complete. Spiff.
Most spiffing.
Hey, Annabelle's here. Annabelle is my friend. She likes math and children.
Like math.
She likes doing math about children.
One child plus another is 2 children. But I can tell you what Annabelle doesn't like enough. Hank Green.
I prefer John's videos. I remember when I would be like sitting at home and watching. I would always like John's videos better. Articulate.
Recently, though, I feel like Hank's had better videos.
I'm not going to take sides
No,
on
but
that.
I love them both. My love for Hank has grown exponentially because he is more involved with the video side of things.
This is ironic because Katie's an English arty person and I'm a math sciencey person, I guess.
This is ironic.
But she prefers Hank, who is a sciencey person.
I just see
and
more
I
of
prefer
Hank.
John, who
No,
is...
I don't prefer Hank. I like them both.
Who is
I like them both for 2 different things.
Now it's time for other words,
Other
and,
words
things.
and things.
And paisley ties. Triple tie. Nailed it.
Triple
Get
tie.
it? Because there's
my name's Ty.
Anyway, Annabelle, tell us about why you're excited for your summer stuff.
like I had like 3 opportunities to do jobs, but so in the like they were all with kids and they were all with like school stuff. In the end, there was a lady at my church and she was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer, but she needs a nanny over the summer for her 2 little kids, and they're really awesome.
Everybody say,
Aw.
and your best friends.
Speaking of best friends and nannying, my mom takes care of a kid who has a speech impediment. One time, his sister was sick, and he wanted a little sympathy as well. So he said, "Dinda, I can't smell out of my ear." And we're like, "What?" He's like, "I can't smell out of my ear." And we're like, "I don't think it works that way, buddy.
What was he trying to say?
I can't hear out of my ear." He's trying to like, "I've got an earache," but he didn't. Yeah, it was sad.
Words of wisdom from everyone. If you have to choose to do something, like you like I want to do this over this, but the object is money, especially if it's just like a few $1,000s, but even if it's like a whole career, like you want to do band directing instead of being a concert pianist, because band directing will get you money. Like you should do be a concert pianist. Follow your heart's desire.
And try not to laugh at the word pianist. I can't. It's been a problem since like 5th grade.
I was thinking about this the other day, being like, the difference between being a YouTube person and like a TV star person to a
So
person.
we're infinitely cooler.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have a good personality. Like, it's not just about acting, it's about living a cool life. And it's the same thing with like being a parent or taking care of kids, because you can't just like know what to say, know what to do, because everything you do, the kids like copy and they reflect that. So if you're a cool person and if you're a really awesome person, then they'll exemplify that.
Definitely leading by example.
You.
Do you think it's better to be super strict on your kids or to give them freedom and let them choose for themselves?
I think they need to choose for themselves, but within boundaries.
But do you also think that like if kids have or their parents are too strict and they don't like let them do anything, then they have a tendency to rebel?
I'm a strong believer in discipline.
Hey Kevin, what's up? Come say hi. Oh, the white balance. What did that say?
It said weak sauce.
Oh, not the weak sauce.
But there was like kids who were in a playground with a fence, like they were better in class and they behaved better and they were able to but if the fence was gone, then it seemed like really.
Well, definitely, I don't think there should be no boundaries, but trying to control every aspect of a kid's life.
Yeah.
I could eat all the cake I wanted as a kid. I hate cake. It's disgusting. I had a baby doll when I was little. It was awesome. So my parents were like, "We'll teach him how to be compassionate and loving." My parents were like, "Let's teach him the overarching, how to be a good person and let him fill in the spaces with whatever he wants."
About teaching your kids how to be a good person. Like the difference between a Christian and anyone, because there are so many good people. People who are just good people, they do good things. But the difference supposedly that's supposed to be with Christians is that they do good things and it's all based on Christ. And if you teach your kids, I was babysitting last night and I was like, I'm telling them all these things be nice, be encouraging to your siblings, but if it's not based on Christ, then they can just be good people, but in the end, at the end of their life, it won't even matter.
So, would you force your kids to go, or would you choose for your kids to go to a Christian school?
Honestly, it all depends on the kid. Like homeschooling, like I'd honestly probably homeschool my kids at a younger age.
Yeah.
But I'm like 18, so I have no idea. But
So like with what Annabelle said, I'm an advocate of public schools. We're at a public school currently, if you didn't know.
I'm an advocate of public schools.
Yeah, my dad's a public school principal. I have a nephew who goes to a private school, cousin who goes to private school, Christian school, and the problem with that is it's either kids that need to be sheltered or kids who have been kicked out of public schools for being mean. So he's constantly getting picked on, which sucks. And I think that what public school has done for me is toughened me up a little bit. And then like as far as how I see Christianity, as a Christian, and like what I want to focus on, one is letting people know that they matter and know that they're loved, and secondly, allowing people to live in to the person God created them to be.
I'm an advocate for public schools because I think that it's important that you have an understanding of the world around you, even if you are a Christian and you don't want to necessarily have anything to do with it, but you need to have that understanding.
I think Christians should have a want
and keeping your kids away from that is just going to either make them more interested later or make them
intolerant.
Yeah.
so I really like the idea of homeschooling your kids like in the beginning, and then when they reach middle school or even earlier in elementary school, whenever you see is ready, or whenever, depending on the kid, then they go to public school. I have some friends, they just prefer homeschool and they like doing their own thing at home, and they're like seniors and they're still homeschooled.
Yeah.
I love Kevin. He's right here.
Yeah, I think Kevin should always be here.
Kevin, you're now part of the show.
You're our mascot, Kevin.
This has been Tie Talks, in which only 3 of 4 people were a tie. And you'll find this episode and the episodes to follow on the Captain's vlog. So you can subscribe if you have interest in being in the show and you have 5th period lunch at a school that shall remain nameless.
No, this is what you're
And this is Katie from Treat Kid 42.
Click on her face to go to her channel.
I don't know what that means.
Look.